We did it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, we're doing it. We're streaming on the main channel. Oh, like it. Anyways. Join the lobby for some casual sets. Join the lobby for some casual sets. It'll be fun. I swear. Main channel is, which means I need to actually pop up chat and go to the right place. Oh god. Not prepared for this at all. I can't do followers, I can't do subs, I can't do anything. I merely listen, I have to watch ads on my own shit now. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I gotta watch some fucking ads. Absolutely disgusting. Oh, hello. Yes, you may join me. How do we set up the cat cam for this? We just put this right over here. That right over there. Is that with the cat cam? You gotta see him. There you go. Got the cat cam going on. He's a good boy. He likes cuddling with me while I play video games, especially even fighting games. I'll have my hands around him playing, tip-tapping away on the hitbox that's on my lap right now. He don't give a shit. He just wanted his cuddles. I give him a little bit more space though, so he can lie down if he so chooses. Of course, chat. Bring back chat. There's chat. Yes, hello. He's a good boy. He just wants attention. You know? You know what I mean? You know when your pets just want your attention? They don't want anything else. Just want your love. Just happy to be there with you, you know? Happy that you're home. It happens sometimes. Thank you to Thomas Weekly for running the tournament last week. Much appreciated. Tom is the man. You know. Just, he does so, like, aside from Joe, Joe obviously does a lot for our community, even though Joe's been on a break for a while. And it's totally reasonable for him to have been on a break for a while. Like, don't get me wrong, not trying to disparage Joe or whatever. But Tom also does a ton. He's fantastic. Just a great person overall that I've had the pleasure to interact with. Thank you, Dan, for running the tournament last week. Kept it going. I was away. Had a friend's birthday party to go to. You know, it was a good time. Up in New York City, had to make a big old trek for it, but you know what? She's worth it. Really meant a lot to her. I was glad that me and my wife were able to make it. But if you're joining, I don't have any commands here too. I was going to say like exclamation point bracket. What does that even bring? What does that even bring? What does bracket even bring? I have no control over this. Yeah, it brings the Street Fighter bracket. Can't even bring up the bracket anymore. This was a mistake. I'll have to ask Joe to add the other tournaments to. I'm surprised it doesn't bring up the West Coast tournament to begin with, in terms of the Street Fighter West Coast tournament. I'll have to ask him to bring up all the tournaments in his bracket commands. So if you want to join the tournament tonight, I just grab the webcam instead of the mouse. You'll want to go here. Still plenty of time to sign up. You have a whole ass 36 minutes to sign up. Tweet that out. We'll do it as a retweet of my other tweet, because why not? Minutes to sign. Right. There we go. Easy peasy, get that. Retweet it from the online local account, because why not? Done and done. Turn on. Oh no, I'm not set up for that at all. Nor do I even think I could. Thank you, stream closed captioner. I wish I could set it up right now. I don't actually know what I would need to do in order to do that on a channel that I don't control. I'll ask him about that. See how that goes. I think he just streams it straight up, so I think he's actually able to do that. Also hit a chow check-in. Yo, people are checking in. That's good. Good for them. Glad that they're doing that. Meanwhile, someone get in here and play me. I'm slightly bored. Can't pet my dead cat all day now, can I? No, can't. Oh, he's such a good boy, though. He's so happy. You kind of have to piece together his happiness between the two different camera shots. But he is so happy right now. Oh shit, I can't change the stream title at all, can I? I should probably change the stream title. How do I do that? Yeah, I was aware, Axio. Title. Peace drive. Is that the command? It's not the command. What's the Nightbot command? Oh, that is the command. Ah, fucking got him. Easy game. So I was aware that you could do that, Axio, because I can cancel DP into DP. I just go forever. Ever and ever. Ever and ever and ever. Alright, what if we... Move that here, and then that way my hand doesn't get in the way. And you just get all this cat action. He's such a happy boy. Oh, anyways. Light turnout tonight, huh? I wonder what's going on. Something must be going on tonight. I don't feel like I did anything else. The first orca stays, which is funky. Oh, I didn't realize that. I figured it would have went away. It's a bit of a thunderstorm, so if my power goes out, rip tournament. Well, I gotta say about that. Oh. How do we change the game? Yeah, just like that. It figures it out. Figures it out. Any mod can do that. You just gotta know the appropriate Nightbot commands. He's so happy. What happened? It's so low. If he had my full lap available, he would flop all over it, but we got the controller in the way. So he's like trying to figure out what to do. Oh man, a more appropriate stream title, Axio. I see you. Well, how are you doing tonight? Doing okay. Oh, when I say the power might go out, I mean it's because it's thunderstorming around here, and I'm on the side of the street that apparently power goes out on. Which I know is true because I've lived here for 3 years now, and it does flicker from time to time during thunderstorms, which is bullshit. But it is the life that I live. You doing okay? Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. What? Head pets too? Oh, you do. Getting bopped? Bro! Alright, yeah, just push my controller off my lap, that's fine. That's fine, whatever. I'm not angry. I did exactly one celestial attempt, and I lost. I lost my celestial attempt by beating this guy 4-2. And I was like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. Getting a celestial is a pain in the ass, and I hate every second of it. Every second of it is terrible. I believe that. Like, that's the thing. I just want to play matches. That's all I want. That's all I want to do. I just want to play matches. But no, I gotta watch the stupid animation over and over again. I want to play games. Like, just let me play the game. Let me seamlessly transition between heaven and floor 10 with no... God, he actually just shoved it off my lap. Good thing I caught it in time. You lost it. You're up there now? He's up there now. You bought the game today? Very first Guild of the Year game? It's a good one to start off with. It's, when I say that it's simplified, I don't mean that in, like, a bad way. It's very much... It's much more, first-time player friendly, and I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy with that direction that games are taking. Especially fighting games, to, like, make it better. Hard to master? Sweet. Oh yeah, there's so much to learn. So much to learn. So I'm glad that you picked it up, Kai. Are you going to be playing tonight? Because if you are, I'm very much looking forward to that. If you want to play some sets, we have a lobby set up right now that certainly no one is joined, which is unusual. 2 weeks ago, you got Soul Calibur 6. Nice. Are you like just getting into fighting games? Or are you like new to fighting games in general, or are really excited about it? Or are you just doing overall? Oh, you're a PC player or PS4 player. Okay, yeah, we do. This is a PC tournament, so sorry to hear that, but glad that you're enjoying the game. That's really the thing to do. Brand new to fighting games. Cool. Very cool. If you don't know about the new Challenger Discord, I highly recommend it. If you're like looking for someone to help you learn the ropes of fighting games, new Challenger Discord, regardless of what fighting game you're playing, they have someone to help you out. They're just a fantastic place, and I cannot recommend them enough. They're just straight up great. Super great. Is there no newer players? No, there definitely are. So, speaking of newer players, so there are definitely plenty of newer players, right? There are newer players in like Street Fighter V, which is this channel's like main channel, mostly does Street Fighter V. And there are newer players to that too. So I like moderate the Street Fighter V subreddit, and pretty much like every day there's someone coming in and be like, hey, I'm new to Street Fighter V, what do I need to know, right? New players all the time. Don't worry about that. Yeah, never feel like it's too late to get into fighting games. Like, there are new players to games like Street Fighter 3, which is like 20 years old. And people are like, and the people that play Street Fighter 3 all the time are just like super hype about it. I'm like, oh man, you never played for you? Come on in, we'll show you the ropes. What is a pirate's favorite drink?
Are you ready?
I can't think of it. I can't think of what is the pirate's favorite drink? High seas? Ah, there you got. All right, there it is. There it is. I was trying to think of something with R, like I couldn't think of anything that started with R, but high seas. I like it. I like it. Ravilla.
Are you ready?
All right, Axio, let's do this. It's kind of like what's a pirate's favorite letter? What is the pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet?
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock.
T for treasure? Nah, it be the C.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh, that fucking got me.
Slap.
The wonk.
Let's rock.
Does East or West Coast? No, we are open to all of North America. You do have to pass a reasonably strict. I say reasonably strict. I don't know how strict it actually is. You have to pass our netcode test, where you are basically tested against both West Coast and East Coast servers. Oh, I tried to block that. So you have to have a good connection to both sides of the aisle, right? And that's how we account for them. So it's open to all of North America, pretty much. So check it out. Check it out. It'll be fun. If you need any help doing that netcode test, let me know, and I'll show you how to do it on stream. That is fucking bullshit, Axio. I'm so upset. I did wild throw. I got him. Fucking got him. Easy game. You might ask yourself, man, Kevin, was that a reaction? Did you react to the 6H? No, I did not. I was doing that anyways. But you know what? It hit. That's what makes it good. Right, what was I doing? Axio is just posting it straight into the chat. Man, he realized that I just copy paste that shit. Thank you, thank you. Fix your net. The start of the tournament. I think I'm gonna drop the netcode requirement for the beginner tournament. I think trying to do that, at least for the first one or the first couple, might be too intimidating. In addition to all the other crap we make them do. You know what I mean? I'll think about it a little bit. But if you don't know, next week we're going to do a special beginner only tournament of the Guilty Gear Strive. It's going to be so cool. Where is it? Go here. I'm gonna pull up the so basically beginner only, meaning that you've never been in Celestial and you have an ELO rating of less than like 1600. What's that with DP? I'm annoyed. Ah, that's bullshit! I didn't realize I had the block. That's so bad, that. So bad, that. Fucking, ah, he got me again. You hit me that like every time.
Slap.
Change it into loans. Yeah, that's what you gotta do, Jojo, La Joey. Change it onto loans.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
That was supposed to be a 6S. I don't know why. Alright, I deserve to die there. I deserve to die. That's fine. It's fine.
Duel 3. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 1. Let's rock.
I accept. I accept. I'm annoyed because that 6S was supposed to be a 5S, but I guess I was still holding forward. Right, I gotta remember not for 2K there. Gotta remember not for 2K.
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
Alright, pressing a button was a mistake. Got him. Never worried. Oh god. I knew one of them would hit. I knew one of them, like, eventually you would get smacked. Oh my god. I'm such an ass. I only play Odd Eyes.
Are you ready?
Blank Testament. Did anyone else respond to the thing? When they did their shit wrong?
Not change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves,
I was supposed to show the next thing. Crap. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. We'll show the Neko thing, or the this thing later. Oh, nice XP. Oh god, the buttons.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Nice XP. Alright, I gotta calm down. I was going full hog on you, Odd Eyes. I gotta calm down. Okay, calm down. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do it just a 6-8. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Nice challenge. Oh, nice air fireball. Nice air fireball. Man, jeez. Ah, fuck, he got me. You good? Odd eyes confirmed too good.
Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Winter 13, what's up? My name's Kevin, not Mario. Normally this channel is run by Joe or Tom, so I'm not entirely sure who you're referring to.
Perfect.
I may have went a little ham again. Maybe. Really good. I really like your Testament Odd Eyes. It's nice. It's very nice. I couldn't just dick around, right? I actually had to like play. I actually had to play. So it's your Testament is looking very nice. I respect it a lot. No, actually, I'm not playing you. We're calling it good. 17 players tonight. That's fine. We'll live. We'll live. We'll live. If anyone doesn't know what's going on, we run a Guilty Gear Strive tournament every Friday. It's hella fun. Next week, though, we're doing beginner only. Beginner only, meaning that you've never been in Celestial. And if you go into this website, PCRatingUpdate.info, right, it ranks every player based on their tower matchings. So you look yourself up. All right, so for instance, I'm Kevin Orheld. Look yourself up. You see that I'm rated 1800 approximately. So you have to be rated 1600 or less. So I am cut out from these beginner tournaments. That's right, beginner tournament next week. It's gonna be so hype. Tell your friends, have them join. Easy, stress-free environment. And what it is about the beginner tournament, if enough people sign up, right? If enough people sign up, I'm gonna start doing it every week in parallel with the normal tournament, right? So as long as enough people sign up, if there is a want, if there is a need, I will keep doing it. So by all means, make your first showing strong. It's gonna be next Friday instead of the regular tournament. It'll be super fun. Come out, show up, and have a good time. Otherwise, these normal tournaments, I think, are reasonably beginner-friendly. Now that the field is a lot smaller, it makes it a little bit harder for beginners to play and like feel like they have a good time. But we're always open to you guys. I highly encourage everyone to join. It's a great time. Like honestly, it's just a good time. Alright. Shell seed. We'll seed 3 people. Top 3 is seeded, everyone else get fucked. McVanny is thing, which, yeah, exactly, whatever. I will live. We'll live. We'll get... Who do we want? Oh, man, Odd Eyes, you have to go up against Audio Ambition round 1? That sucks. Rip you. Rip you. But we're gonna get, Mellow? Mellow and Yao Guan. Spring round 1 and 2. I know, yeah. As far as random seeding goes, you got shafted. But it happens, Good luck though. I believe in you. Your test was pretty nice. It was like legitimately looking pretty nice. Because I went from like playing serious to like trying to dick around, and you wouldn't let me dick around. I actually like had to play against you, which is bullshit. I shouldn't have to play against anyone. I should just be able to do whatever the fuck I want at any time. No, you wouldn't let that happen. Not let that happen at all. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. We're about to start the tournament. It's right there. We called our first match on stream. It's gonna be Mello versus Gajuan, who's rocking Viking, by the way. Oh, that's super exciting. I love... Nothing gets me more excited than seeing underused characters. I'm just ready to see what people bring to the table. But 1 second, I need to pee. Be right back. The opponent's not there. Mello should be here in a minute. So we'll catch you then.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, here we go. First match of the night. We got Gajuan versus Mello. Quadron rocking that bike, and they're getting that throw. Means that a Taylor's on board, going for the mixes, gets another throw. Then did that PRC for the extra damage, gonna burst through that wall. Alright, playing a little bit of Nooch, catching him with the... That's enough to do it. Brutal. Hear that low frame trap? I don't think it's safe, but man, it'll catch you off guard. If you're trying to backdash, if you're trying to walk back, it'll get you. Alright, Tether's on board. We're gonna stay extra close. Switches to the other side. Mellow with the counter poke. All of it is short-lived as Garjuan is getting in there, trying to uses the red RC to go forward. Tries for a charge, does, but Mellow with the reactions, throwing out that 5P saying no. No, get your 20 plus frame move out of here. We have reactions, bro. Alright, a little bit of combo drop. We're going to pick it right back up. Gets the counter hit. Not able to finish it off, though. Leaves Garjuan with a sliver of life left. Another hit will do it, though. Going for it. Another RC to keep the pressure going. Once again, going for the dust, but Mellow saying no. Alright, Mellow, though, keeping their composure, staying alive. Wins back the round. Oh, shoot him on through that wall. Let's go, Garjuan working on that perfect. Gets an overhead. Not blowing up the combo, though. But again, with the frame trap. Oh, brutal. Garjuan taking that first game. It looked like Mellow had some good game plans going in the first and second rounds. They were really fighting back, but that third round was all Garjuan. Garjuan? Man, I'm butchering that pronunciation. Yo, the mix-up going on to the other side. Other side again. Mellow doesn't know what's going on. Other side over a counter and had the burst to save the round. I don't know how I feel about that. Take your flippy kicks out of here. We have counters. Gujun? Gujun, thank you. June. Good. Oh, the PRC second over a coming. Mellow not prepared for it. Yo, June. It's so strong. Yes. I'm gonna say yes because we've been discussing running all of our tournaments on the same channel for a while. And I'm just gonna start doing it. So we've been doing this Strive tournament on Fridays for about 6 months now, if not longer. No, ever since Strive started. I thought Strive came out 6 months ago, but we're like closing in on a year. So we're just gonna run Strive on this channel now. So it has been on my channel in the past, but who gives a shit about that? Alright, right now, Gujun. Match point. Like, up 2-0 right now. Won the first round. Mellow trying to stay alive. Gets the counter hit. Goes right into the overdrive. Gonna have a meaty on the other side. Has that Oki up to go for a 2D. And goes Gujun. Gujun. Reversal overdrive, and that's all that they need. That's all that they need. And they get it. Straight up. No fear. They have no fear. Very nice. Very nice indeed. No fear, just... They're like, man, Mellow... Like, Mellow got that overdrive, and they're like, man, Mellow's too excited. They're too happy that they're making a comeback right now. And we're just gonna put that in. They're gonna be so focused on what to do next, what kind of Oki they're gonna run. They're just gonna completely forget that we got a reversal overdrive on deck. That reaches so far. So good stuff to Goon. Cocoon? I keep wanting to like put like an accent on it. Not gonna happen. Good shit to them though. Great bike, and I liked a lot of the stuff they were doing. They're having some pretty sick mixes with the tether and the trap drop right there. So it was very cool. Very cool to watch. Glad that we got to get them on stream. So we're just waiting for a round 3 match to show up right now. Waiting for that. Right now, in winner side of round 3, we got Revillo, Meatman versus Axio. Audio Ambition's gonna go up against Goon, but we're not gonna watch that because we just saw them on stream, so we'll wait on that. Revillo's not gonna get it because Sund just won it over Mitvani, who's now up against Guado. So I could get Axio and Meatman. Yeah, let's do that. We'll get Axio and Meatman on stream. There we go. Easy peasy, we're set up to go. We're gonna go back to this. We'll actually get our drink, because I was supposed to pee and get a drink, but I saw that, I didn't see, my wife intercepted me. Relax. Alright, apparently everyone went to the bathroom. I got back, looked in Discord chat, Meatman's like, yo, 1 second. Need to go to the bathroom. Axie was like, don't worry, Kevin's in the bathroom. I'm also going to the bathroom. And sometimes that's how it be. That's how it be. Yeah, body me all day, Axio, but the lobby's the only place you can do it. You know that I got you in game. Alright, Axio versus Meatman. Meatman with that Geo. Axio, former Geo player. Muted? Am I muted? I don't know, man. I see my mic audio going on. Muted. I just double checked.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
Not muted indeed.
So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the beasts. Heaven or hell.
Johnny, 頑張るからね。かっこいい。
But the answer is wrong, I respect it. But Axio, former Geo May, switched over to May. Yo, nice counter poke right there. Is that buffer going on? Jumping around, but Meatman dodging that throw. Forces an early burst out of Axio. And with the challenge of Meatman, using that RSC to get on into the door, break Axio through that wall. Axio trying to counter poke, trying to sling that big anchor around, but Meatman is having none of it. They're saying like, you know what, Axio? You know what, Axio? You're a little too jumpy. A little too jumpy. You're just swinging it a little bit too willy-nilly. We can counter poke. We can whiff punish that shit. Alright, Meatman sending Axio through that wall. Not quite enough to kill Axio with the gold burst. Wants the meter to work with, but doesn't get to use it. Instead, they just die. Axio just fucking dies.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, good challenge. Good change up that Axio. I like it. Yo, the run up dust. Doesn't go for the full charge, so on for the 20 friendly. Oh, tries to slide in, but Meatman with a good backdash knows their spacing. Gonna send Axio through that wall. And any momentum that Axio built up just a second ago, gone. We're back to this neutral. Alright. Gets him with the counter hit Dolphin. Meatman looking like they're in a little bit of trouble. Goes for the plus frames with that air overdrive. Axio holding it though. Chases down with the Dolphin. Challenges the drill, and that's gonna do it. Axio with the reactions. Challenging that drill. Oh, that's so good. Meatman though, no! Says your reactions are fake. Goes with the full charge dust. Tries to bait out the burst out of Axio, who doesn't give it up, and instead Meatman just let all that damage go on the table, swept it off, didn't get it. Now Axio is getting these corner combos, tries to break through the wall, messes it up. Messes it up until Meatman builds the burst to save their skin. They got a sliver of life to go, but that's enough for Meatman to get things started as they get another charge dust. 24 frames. Alright, jumping over it. PRC to keep it safe. Getting caught low. Axio, you're in trouble. You get caught low again. Get caught low again. Axio, Axio, Axio. You had it. No reaction. 24 frames. Unreactable. Alright, Axio starts things off with a counter hit. Dolphin gets another counter hit. That's going to be big damage. No, the wall break is too soon. And then they mess up the overdrive. Or do the ultimate bait. Alright, backdash gets caught. Gold burst has a lot of meter to work with. Axio's fishing for that jump in super. There it is. Didn't get the jump in. It was grounded, but you know what? It fucking counts. Actually, these one is the raw overdrive. Had meter to make it safe. Throw just a little bit too soon. Axio still in a hit stun. Gets a back throw themselves. Blocks the burst, but no punish. Nice conversion out of Meatman. Axio finally blocking a dust. Finally. Alright, catches the back dash with the beach ball there. Gets a raw dust of their own. Sends him through the... And that's enough to do it. I didn't even realize Meatman was that low on health. Axio did, however, knew that that's all they needed. Doesn't get the anti-air on that flip kick. But you know what? It's fine. Sliding on into the DMs. Catches the backdash. Axio's got corner pressure. Gets him with the overhead, but jumps themselves into the corner, but then jumps themselves right back on out. Axio fishing for a hit, finds it with the RC to keep it. No, not enough to kill. I thought that was going to do it. I thought there was going to be a wall split, but the good old-fashioned jump back H, the May classic, gonna close it out. Puts Axio up 2-1 over Meatman. Quick burst on that whiff throw. Instead, Meatman finds the counter hit 2D, uses that momentum to put Axio into the corner. Axio, about a third life left, finds another hit. Not going to be quite enough to kill, but Axio is in a lot of trouble right now. Punishable? No. Axio doesn't go for the punish, goes for the run-up throw, but Meatman doing the DP. Catches Axio running. Alright, Axio catches the back dash burst. Clash on the 2D. Meatman coming out on top. Gonna burst on through that wall. Meatman's looking to tie this whole setup 2-2. But once again, the beach ball catching Meatman, trying to backdash, putting him in the corner. But Axio still not able to deal with the flip kick, the plus frames too much. Oh, that's a block. Dust, dust, dust! No, doesn't go for the full punish. Instead, goes for a dust of their own on the PRC, and you know what? It's enough. Axio able to clutch it out anyways. Alright. Counter hit Dolphin to throw. Puts Meatman into the corner. Can Axio do anything with it? Go get him! Backdashing that throw. Axio looking good. Catches the backdash on their dust into the PRC. The reactions. Going for the jump. Ages goes for the jump. He finally counting that flip kick. Meatman in trouble. Gold burst. He builds something to make someone to come back. Is this going to go through the wall? No, this is not Kai that you're playing. It's Geo. Plus range, jump back, 8's a classic. Tries to run up, throw Meatman with the whiff punish. Not enough charge, just minus frames. Going through the wall, and Meatman ties it up 2-2. Two to two. Axio so close to that win. Doesn't quite get it. Trying to find a button, plus range, backdashing out of that pressure. More plus range, trying to reverse with Axio. That's not quite how that works. Alright, trade on the 6H. Meatman trying really hard to keep that pressure going. Axio with the defensive block and running up. Doesn't go for that throw. Not sure what was going on there, but Meatman finds the counter hit. Block? No, doesn't block the burst. Instead, it's Meatman. No, Meatman misses the wall break, giving Axio another life to live. A lot of plus frames, a lot of chip. Jump back, not enough to kill and slide. Axio, no. Axio, you're so close. Alright, slide in 2S into the charge dust. Things are looking rough for Axio. Oki pressure here out of Meatman. Gets the throw. RC gonna have to guess on the burst. Axio not giving it yet. There it is. A sliver left. Can they make this comeback? They're getting a few hits, but no, their backdash gets caught. And Meatman takes it over Axio. Oh, and a nail bite. That was a nail biting set. I like half lost my voice, which my wife is going to love the fact that that I'm starting to lose my voice here. I don't know how it happened because I haven't done like any talking this week. But she's gonna love that shit. She loves it when I lose my voice, which is not often. I don't lose my voice often. Normally, she gets all giddy at other people losing their voices. Axel, you had it. You fucking had it. It was so close. Hey, cat. Kitty cat. Don't lick your paws outside the door. Just come on in here. Get on in here, cats. No? This is the cat that doesn't like, I guess people. Yes, meow. We'll do that. We'll put this here, and we'll get the cat cam back on here. See, a different cat this time. Yes, meow. Meow. Hmm?
Is it okay if she's...
Yeah. Yeah. I don't need her to take... Do you want to say hello, though? That's hello in chat. No, no, you don't want to say hello. It's official. My wife does not want to say hello to anyone here.
Hi.
Oh my god. Alright, audio and Boomer Bob on stream. That's going to be our first match of top 8. You're hitting mute, which I'm assuming was unclear. No, I figured it out I figured it out while you were playing. It was just like I didn't know what to make of it when you first said it, because I don't know, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that mix-up. But I understood halfway through. And what you said makes total sense, right? Like, oh yeah, I'm muting the stream, by the way. Which I don't think needs to be said. I just assume that you will. Right, I just assume that you will. Like, I don't feel like I need to say it, you know? You know what I mean? Yeah, this is my other cat. She typically doesn't like it when I put her on my lap. She normally runs away, but she's very much in want of attention right now. So we got second cat cam going on. She's very shy. She doesn't like she doesn't like people, she doesn't like being around people, she doesn't like anything. She's very scared, normally wants to be in her safe place, like on a couch or something, so she has somewhere to like hide behind and run away to. But speaking of run away, neither player is going to be running away from this match. It's Boomer Bob versus Audio Ambition. Yo, Boomer Bob going in. Finds a hit, bursts out of Audio Ambition, gets a big old counter hit. But no! That, 6K? Was the OTG. Boomer Bob dropping their combo. Audio Ambition smashing Boomer through that wall. Boomer Bob in a lot of trouble. Sliver of life left. Not a lot to go off of. The Berserker Slash gets jumped over. Audio Ambition. Alright, finding their place. Tries to throw Audio Ambition with the backdash. Boomer Bob, though, challenging right on back. No fear out of them. Gets the back turn stash. Gonna send him on through that wall. Audio Ambitions has got a lot of meter to work with, though. Boomer Bob still in a lot of trouble. The throw gonna do it. Burst. Waits long enough. Waits long enough. You draws, we do take co-commentate. So, if you're looking to commentate, we normally ask in the Hot on Mic Discord or in our own Discord. So we're all for letting people get that opportunity. So if you'd like to co-commentate, just let me know. We can get you on stream. This is an odd week where no one asked to be on commentary. Just like no one asked Audio Ambition to be so good. As they continue to put that corner pressure on Audio on Boomer Bob, but Boomer Bob's having enough and he gets that flash kick. And by having enough of that, I mean he gets the flash kick and that's all he gets is Audio Ambition picks it right back and up, sends him through that wall. Alright, Berserker Slash gets blocked, RC to get the plus frames. And then Audio Ambition's like, nah, fuck your Oki. Fuck your Oki, we're out of there. Alright, Boomer Bob. Good. It's been all Boomer Bob. All Boomer Bob. Huge life lead. We're talking 100% to 90 to nothing. Nothing. Boomer Bob getting their round. Look, that's the Leo play that I'm expecting out of Boomer Bob. Their Kai, so very nice, great 6P. That 6P was absolutely fantastic. Flash kicking that plus frames. Life's pretty even right now. Boomer Bob finds the counter hit, gonna carry it on into the corner. Spends the RC to break on through that wall. Boomer Bob, positive meter bonus, gets that defensive buff, which is working out for him right now. He's taking 10% less damage. In addition to still getting all that meter. Right now, Audio Ambition's the ones that's getting less damage now, but it's not gonna matter because it's still gonna kill when Boomer Bob sends Audio through that wall.
Duel 1.
Yeah, just ask in the main Discord. So in the online local Discord, NYU draws, and we'll get you on. We'll definitely get you on. If you want to get on right now, we can try and make that happen, but for right now, we're just going to continue on what we're seeing on the screen, and that's Audio Ambition. Reaching their ambition, finding that round win. You know, they're just, like, they have a goal. They have a sight in mind. They want to win the set, and they're working their ass off for it. That's the reason I guess. Oh, nice recognition of the wall splat too. Gonna send Boomer Bob through the wall with the overdrive. Gets that meaty. Can Boomer Bob make that comeback? Their life depends on it. We're about to be. We are 2-1. We are 2-1. All right. I don't know what commands are on this channel, so I'm just gonna try exclamation point Discord. Oh, fuck yeah, there it is. Go into Discord at me. And we can work some of that if you want to commentate tonight. If not, at me anyways in Discord to say you want to commentate like next week or something. And we can get you on. Just like Boomer Bob might have to get on next week if things are going the way that they do. As Audio Ambition takes yet another round, they're on set point. What can Boomer Bob do against this relentless pressure? Wake Up Throw is a nice way to start it. Overhead. And Boomer Bob's trying to prove me wrong. They're trying to prove me wrong. Rob, or not boom, Rob, Angel, oh man, gets the RC, that's it, that's enough. Doesn't even need the wall splat.
そうしたら連れて帰れないでしょ
Doesn't even need the wall splat. Doesn't even need it. Alright, we got Revillo. Man on screen. We're gonna get our other side top 8 going on. There we go. We got new in here for the co-commentary role. What is up?
What is up? What is up? Thanks for having me.
Of course. Glad that
Before
you
we
can
start,
join us.
is this family-friendly stream or
We swear a lot on this channel.
fine? Let me crack an open one.
Oh, we're talking about alcohol. This is a very alcohol-friendly stream. Both with me and with the main streamer, Joe Monday. I don't know if you've watched much of the Street Fighter V content that we do.
I've hopped on, but I can't say I'm like a regular. I'm not a regular on Twitch as much.
Okay.
These days, a lot of work, and we're getting back into it.
Yeah, this is a top 8 match between Meatman, who we saw earlier, and Revillo rocking the Gold Lewis, which I just love watching Gold Lewis. Something
Yeah,
about
like-
Behemoth Typhoon just gets my.
I think everybody
gets-
likes a heavy. How much do you know these players from like? How frequently do you see them in Guilty Gear?
So in Guilty Gear, I see Meatman a lot. Right, Rocketman Geo does very well, typically in the top 8 when they do join. Revillo, though, I know mostly as their Zeku in Street Fighter V.
All right.
In terms of just playing against them in like ranked or in tournament or whatever. So it's really
Do you
fun to
think
see
this-
them playing in Guilty Gear.
Yeah. Do you think the skills really translate?
Yes. But I'm biased. So, Meatman there getting that around, tying things up one plus. I say I'm biased in that, so I play Ken in Street Fighter V. And I play Soul in Guilty Gear, right?
All right.
And in Strive Soul to Ken in Street Fighter V are like 1-to-1. Their game plans are the same. Their combo
charge,
routes
yeah.
are super similar. Like, it is a very easy translation between the two games for me specifically.
As like, I'm not that much of a Guilty Gear player. I love watching the game. I loved seeing players like just duke it out. This matchup in particular seems really really strange in the sense of I see Giovanna and like what my mind goes to is like heavy combo routes and everything and mix up, and when I see Gold Lewis, like I just picture straight hits and everything.
Oh my god! The
Ooh,
overhead
that
into the cringe detected overdrive?
Was that just a read, or was that like did I just blink and there was a link, or?
No. So he did the overdrive, which has a big delay. It's like it's set up
Yeah,
for
yeah.
like kind of pressure, and he went straight into an overhead, which got the hit, comboed into the overdrive. Still
that
lost
does
the
not
round, but
matter.
that was so
Wow.
cool. It was so cool.
Damn. All right. How do you come back from that? Like, I mean, that must be soul crushing.
Yeah, but like Strive is a super high damage game, right? We're talking like 2-3 touches like top to kill somebody. In that sense there, like Meatman really could have RC'd off that throw there. Doesn't matter, forces the burst out of Revillo anyways. Reversal.
You gotta
5K.
believe in yourself there, but yeah, that's gonna be rough.
Sure. Yeah, no, I really appreciate Strive for how easy it is to watch. You know, like
It is so approachable.
you don't need to know what's going on to get hyped by the fact that you know Gold Lewis just swung his fucking coffin and busted the shit out of Dio, right? you don't need to understand why that worked or what's going on or why the combos are working. It's like, oh my god, he just fucking hit her with that giant piece of shit.
Yeah, I feel like Strive has this Smash-like virtue of like you see the hits, you see the move, and you immediately understand what they do. Compared to like you just mentioned Street Fighter before, and I feel like this game, like Street Fighter, has been broken down to such a minute level that if you are not a pro player or someone who took a lot of time in the game, you don't understand every interaction. I feel like Strive is just like you see it and you understand what a counter is when it's written in like
in the
huge
big letters
font across. Yeah. Like you don't have to. Whoa, that was a nice link up. Does not drop those. Still following up. Nice grab, gonna finish it up.
Yeah.
Just clean play.
Yeah, Joe's throw game is so strong. The fact that
The
like
cross up and everything is like
her dash is not like her dash is fast, right? But the biggest thing about her dash is that it travels so far, and you can like you're dashing in with a 5K, which links into a lot of stuff. You want to be blocking. You don't want to be like necessarily pressing buttons against Dio. At those ranges, she can dash in with the 5K, but like she can also be dashing in with those throws, and you can't just let it rock.
Yeah, I feel like every time Joe gets a hit, like you know some character you see the hit and you know it's gonna link up into some specific other hit. With Joe, I feel like the first time she touches you, it's like, okay, now we open the book. Now where do I go from there? And that's just so hard. You just gotta predict every time, and as we can see right now, it's doing some work.
That block, the burst.
Let's
man,
start the corner pressure.
Joe,
Oh my god, the wall. Oh, and he drops that? Really?
Oh, I'm not.
I feel like that was an out, and
I don't know. I'm not staring. So you should watch off of the Discord stream, which I'm going to start right now. Which makes it so that you're not like a second and a half behind me.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Oh, the overhead coming in. Reveal doesn't get the combo. This time picks up the combo. Oh, doesn't send Meatman through the wall. The Behemoth Typhoons coming in there. But Reveal getting a little bit too antsy.
Oh, and the wall break.
He got too antsy. He burst. He really wanted to keep that pressure going. Meatman not having it.
Sending out
drone
those
on the field.
huge attacks. Oh, finds it. Jeez.
A very safe overdrive to do. Backdashes the 2S. Revillo needs to stay alive, but no, they get clipped low trying to either jump or backdash. Brutal. Meatman coming out on top.
Gotta respect the low game on Jovan.
Yeah, Giovanna has a lot more, has a lot of cancels, like normal cancels. You call them Gatlings in this game, and I'm gonna call them cancels forever though.
Yeah.
Into like low buttons, and you really have to respect it. You can't just be backdashing on people's pressure like you can every other character. Giovanna slips in there with that 2S, combos into everything. Incentium Gaming, thank you for the raid, by the way. We really appreciate you and the support. We're in top 8 of our Guilty Gear Strive tournament. We just finished the other side, so we're gonna see winner side finals right now. Meatman versus Audio Mission. That should be a Geo mirror match. Not Elite
I've
Eights.
seen a bit of audio in his like in his local, and over there he just destroys everything. This man is composed, and he's got his game plan. Like he knows where he's going. So
yeah.
like
Audio, fantastic
yeah.
player. Every time I watch them, super impressed with what they do. Hausman in chat, I want to mention, no, normally we just play this on my stream, but we, as the online local shadow government, to let you, yeah, no, we created a online local shadow government. We're not going to get into details of why or how that created, but we've been discussing running all of the tournaments on the main channel for a while.
Duel 1.
And you know what? Tonight I said, fuck it, we're doing it. Fuck the discussions. Fuck like everything else that's
those
going
offshore accounts, you know? Like just get
Yeah,
the
that's
bag.
right.
You gotta respect it.
All
This
right,
is gonna be so like action packed.
I don't know how you feel about mirror matches, but I love mirror matches.
I feel like, strangely enough, it's one of the most lopsided things. I feel like there's not a lot of things, like, you either know what your character can do on your own, or you don't. And I don't feel like this is gonna be the kind of matchup that you do a miracle comeback from. So I think what we're gonna see from the get-go is gonna be more of it as we go along.
Catches and audio catching the backdash of me, man. So there's that first level, right, where I agree. Like, if you don't know what your own character can do, you'll get destroyed, right? But
Yeah.
both these characters, both these players, I know the matchup. I know they both know the matchup.
Yeah.
So it becomes very, in my opinion, it becomes very much of a reading and understanding of the other player, which makes them so interesting to me, right? Because there's no inherent advantage that either player has.
Yeah,
It
of
becomes
course.
entirely just like going, no, fuck that guy.
If you can do it, I can do it too. Yeah.
No,
Like, yeah, nothing's broken. Everything is like up for grabs. And right now, strangely enough, we see like the first game was kind of tight, but I was going to say that we got both set afterwards that were really one-sided, but right now these players proving me wrong and going back at it one after the other, and that was really close.
Oh, very cool. I definitely... Is that game one?
I think it was. Yeah, that was.
Alright. It was one round apiece, and that was the end of game one. I was like, trying to remember what was going on. Yeah, no, I just love mirror matches. I think they're so. I think they're so.
I feel
cool.
like I think that's something you grow into. I feel like as a new player, it's so frustrating because it's such a knowledge check.
So
but right now,
you play
this is
Street Fighter
insane.
5?
I dabbled for a bit.
Dabbled.
I played more Guilty Gear, and I must say,
Like Plus
like,
R
I'm
or
not
Xrd?
Strive. I played Strive.
Okay, your main thing is Strive. Who do you play in Strive?
My main thing, right? I play Ram, so
Okay,
I'm a
cool.
scrub through and through. And
No. There's nothing scrubby about winning.
And my main game is actually Melee right now, so I'm not a true FGC.
No. Melee is FGC. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Certainly
Smash
not
Bros.
Evo.
Smash Bros is FGC. There are plenty of FGC
I cry
games that are
every
not
time
in
I
Evo.
look at Evo. Yeah. But right now, actually, nice segue. Pretty nice to see that Strive has such a good representation at Evo, and I'm gonna be real hyped up to see what's gonna be brought to the table and who's gonna participate in it.
Oh yeah. I don't think I've watched the Strive tournament, whether it be like Red Bull stuff or the Arc Revo thing. There's so much fun to watch. Like, now
What
we're
I
getting
would
back
love-
into the fact that Strive is just a very entertaining game to watch.
Yeah, of course. And like, what I would love to see is like see old legends come back. Like people who like touch the game and kind of let it go.
Oh my
afterwards.
god, he almost
Like,
died. Meatman almost
jeez.
fucking died.
Is that a perfect? That's a perfect, right?
He did
Perfect.
die. Yeah, it was perfect. I was just shocked that he
Audio.
almost died from that earlier combo. He had a little sliver of life left.
Audio proving that he's got it. He's goated.
Audio's definitely got it. They got that aura, right? They're no fucking slouch. They grinded heaven to not have to do the
I've
celestial challenge anymore.
I've seen him at like one in-person tournament, and he came in wearing like that red shirt, like red fur shirt. He had this JoJo vibe around him, the aura, the go 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 go, like
Yeah.
spinning around him. He was scary, man. But right now, Meatman holding his own.
Oh,
and
that
it-
throw! He
just
didn't
a
even need the
grab
RC.
away. Wow.
He didn't even need the RC. The throw was gonna do it.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
So, what's the score? 2-2 Audio, right?
2-0 Audio and Vision's favorite. So, like, that's the hallmark of a great player, right? You, like, matches can be close, but you clutch it out, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have that edge. And that's
In the end,
that's what
the only
separates
thing that
good
matters.
players from great players.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, of course.
Audio's got that.
Like, what can you do from here? Like, you're down 2-0, you're only one life left. If you're Meatman, like, what?
The
how
first
can
thing
you, like,
Meatman needs to do is they need to start reacting what Audio is doing versus
Throwing up.
predicting. So what's become very apparent to both Audio and me in this last game, because Audio just got like a double perfect on Meatman, right?
wow.
Audio
Wow.
just fucking destroyed Meatman in that last
As
game.
much
It
as
was
like
very-
the
it was-
first game was
so-
closer.
The
but
second
right now,
game was
wow.
super close. The first game was super close. The second game was super close. Third game was a fucking blowout, right? and no disrespect to Meatman there, but what
No, just
happened is Audio recognized that Meatman wasn't reacting to what he was doing. He was just enacting a set defense. Right,
Yeah.
he's backdashing at certain times, he's jumping at certain times, he's pressing buttons at certain times, and Audio's like, oh wait, you're just doing it already. You're not reacting to the fact that I dashed in. You're predicting that I dashed in, and he just took complete advantage of that.
Yeah,
So-
like almost like not mixing it up in his defense, and like you can't do that against a
It's-
player with the skills and talent.
It's beyond that. It's
Audio.
beyond that
Yeah.
though, because it's not just mixing up. It's the fact that he wasn't reacting to the fact that Audio was dashing in, because dash-ins are reactable. So it's like, oh, you're not reacting to my dash-in. You're just pressing a button in anticipation of my dash-in, which means I can dash in 3 frames later or whatever, right? I can dash in slightly later and punish your whiff button. Right, which is what Audio Ambition did. You just changed the timing so slightly.
At this point, it's just giving up your advantage state, right? Because like you go from having the like reaction possible to giving the reaction to the other player, right? So you're just throwing out moves at this point.
So
But-
you shouldn't like not throw out moves. So like there are certainly times for you to throw out moves and just feel like I'm just gonna throw out a button and buffer something behind it.
Yeah.
That's totally legit. Right.
Yeah, because like you cover that space for a while.
Alright, sometimes you just want to cover the space. It's like, he typically dashes here, and I want to cover that space. But, like, when someone recognizes your pattern of, like, hey, this person throws out buttons here to cover that space, I'll just wait a second, see that button come out, and whiff punish him. Ah. Oh, man, it's just
Meaty.
straight into my heart. I get you. I get you. I see you. I get you. I love you.
So what are we going into next? Who's next on the chopping block?
We're gonna get Darts and Guado, I believe. I believe they waited for us.
Do you know their character?
I don't know Darup's character. I believe they're Ino. I believe, because they've definitely been on this in this tournament before, but it's been a while.
Okay.
So I believe they're Ino. Guado is a Soul player, and I love watching them play because they're like the epitome of like a fuck you kind of energy. They have big fuck you energy. Dark Flexado, okay.
How would you say the community's perspective about Soul progressed? I know that at the beginning, Soul was this like hated character.
Well,
like,
Soul was
he's brain dead
legitimately
or anything.
100% broken on release. Like
Yeah.
game release, as a Soul player myself, Soul was fucking broken. Like just straight up. His 6S was too good. The 6S was so good, and they nerfed it so that it can get 6 speed, and which was the exact nerf that it needed. Yes.
And that alone put him back to a reasonable state?
Among other things that they changed, but yeah, the main problem with Soul was his 6S. The fact that he had such strong close game pressure, and he had a very strong far range neutral presence in his 6S. The fact that they nerfed it and made it so that you can just 6P it back was a very good and helpful change in that it reduced his range. It reduced his neutral range, which was it was a very good nerf. And I say that even as a Soul player, I'm like, yeah, that was totally necessary. I do think that he should be more focused on being good close range versus far range. In addition to his far / pushback being a lot larger, so that now you only have to guess right twice instead of 6 times. Like before, you had to guess right like 6 fucking times in a row, which is ridiculous. Like if you think about it, it's fucking ridiculous. You have to guess right 6 times. 6 times. Like, yeah, sure, 5 out of the 6 times is gonna be far /, but like, what if it's not? You know, like, what if it's not far /?
No, I'm looking at the like Strive has been out for what, a year now?
Yeah, about a year.
About a year.
About a year.
Is this going to
Really
be
close.
the first Evo? Was it at Evo on release?
No, because it released after Evo, if I remember right.
I don't remember. I know that it, like,
I'm pretty sure it released in like August, and Evo's like July, if I remember right. I don't actually know. I like as big as a part of the fighting game community I am.
it released during COVID. Yeah. That's for
Right,
sure,
right. But like, was it part of like Evo did online shit?
Yeah. Because the
Um,
netcode was definitely there.
And netcode
from the get-go,
facilitates it, because
Yeah.
like Strive's netcode was the beginning of the like the fuck online or fuck offline, see me online in PC. You know, offline on PS4 doesn't mean shit. See me online on PC. That's the real deal.
Oh my god. Can you imagine this game releasing with a shit netcode? Like, if I remember correctly, shit, what was it? God damn it. Street Fighter had shit netcode for the longest time, right? And like, I feel like Street Fighter can like do these kinds of things because of how big it is, and like I cannot imagine Guilty Gear having this much success without like the importance of the netcode as it has right now.
Guilty Gear would definitely have similar levels of success without the netcode.
You think?
Yeah, I do think so. I do think so because Dragon Ball Fighters, right?
Yeah.
Had good success, and they had awful netcode. They have literally delay-based netcode, right? Terrible. Fucking terrible.
But at the same time, like Fighter Z is like you have the weebs. I guess Guilty Gear you have the weebs as well.
You're gonna have the weebs, exactly. You're gonna have the weebs as well. Like, it's not going away.
Yeah. But like I feel this scene has evolved to a point that right now it's like indistinguishable. You gotta have both of them. DBZ is more than just weebs. GG is just weebs. Yeah. I can see that.
I was gonna say DBZ is just the weebs. You know, Guilty Gear is more than just the weebs, right? I was gonna say the opposite, right? Because Dragon Ball Z, you had like everyone who loved the show, which are like normal people.
Yeah, but I think normal people
game.
drop the game.
Sure, they'll drop the game, but they bought it, which is the only thing that matters.
Metric, yeah, of course,
right.
Of course.
Do not like. I think people find the fighting game community. I think the fighting game community needs to recognize that it's player base. Like the player base doesn't matter. It's the number of people that bought the game that matters, right? Because that is the only metric that matters.
I remember.
Did you give them money? Right? Yeah. Did you give them money? That's it. That's all that matters.
The fighting game community is crack addict going from like one seller to the other. They cannot get enough, and they're gonna buy everything that comes out. I feel like they're gonna get onto that game and play it for like a month, and then go back to their main game. And like, I feel like right now what makes a game more popular from the other is if you can get these like overlapping communities of, oh yeah, we got the core fighting game community and we got the weebs on the side. And that's why games like I think King of Fighters is like really looking good right now. I played a bit and like it feels great to play, but I think that from a newcomer's perspective, it's not as interesting as Guilty Gear.
So consumers, players, the end customer of something. So I'm an engineer by trade, right?
Okay.
So do engineering. Something that happens a lot is you have to interact with the manufacturing community, and they'll like tell you things like, oh man, so-and-so sucks because of whatever reason, but they're wrong, like very consistently. They're very consistently wrong about why something sucks. But they're not wrong about the fact that it does suck, right?
Yeah.
Like it's true, and you can't ignore that. And typically what it comes down to is like people are very good at recognizing problems, but they're very bad at assessing solutions. So in terms of something that people don't really appreciate about Guilty Gear and Street Fighter V in particular is how important and how good the animations are. Right?
Yeah, of course.
And King of
I'm
Fighters
a,
has a
like-
shit animations. It really does.
Yes and no. Like, I'm an animator by trade. Like,
Sure.
That's my job. And of course, I think like Guilty Gear is doing a great job at pushing the boundary of like what we can do with 3D and CGI. And I think King of Fighters, the thing that is like really sad to me is seeing where it came from and where it is now, because it went from being like the
literal
such a
best
standard-
animated
yeah.
2D
Yo,
game.
have you seen the pants? The legendary pants on King of Fighters. This thing was so impressive. And they just dropped the ball and went full Street Fighter mode and followed just the 3D avenue without thinking of like how can
So you say Street Fighter mode, but Street Fighter put so much effort into their 3D animations.
it came a long way, but at the beginning it was somewhat rough.
You're talking about like Street Fighter 4 was rough?
Yeah,
I'll agree with
yeah.
I will agree with that.
Yeah, right now, like I feel like it took a little bit, but Street Fighter found its like.
Like Street Fighter 5 animations are fantastic. Like they did so well with Street Fighter 5's animations.
But still, to this day, I feel like there is no game, and that is Guilty Gear included, that gets the kind of the snappy feeling of the 2D animation of the like old guard, the overshoots and everything, like the motion blur that's now in the game through the engine
that
is
era
not
was
the
fucking
same
fantastic,
as
by the
like.
way. Like forget all the drop combos and the fact that Guado could have killed earlier or whatever. Like whatever. Fuck all of that. That air throw was fantastic.
I feel like aerial throws are like you gotta have the biggest balls to go for that. You're like it's so punishable.
So I like half agree. Like I think aerial throws take a lot of balls, but beyond all of that, they're hype as fuck.
Oh yeah, of course. That's what I mean. Like it takes a lot of balls because most people just jump and throw anything out. And I feel like going with your bare hands and like grabbing them by the balls
But
is
air
like,
throw beats a lot of jump buttons, right? So it's not like
they?
it's not super risky to do it. Other than if they don't jump button, then very punishable.
I feel like as a RAM player, like this is the thing I'm least scared of. Like I mean in the air, it's just like I'm 5 kilometers away from you.
Well, yeah, because you're
and
5
I'm
kilometers
always-
away. Your buttons reach so far that your jump
yeah.
buttons are at a completely different range than every other player on the cast, right?
That's
But
what I meant by
normal
I'm a
situation-
shitter.
In normal character situations, jump throw beats like everything that you can do.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like Leo gets so much done from his backward stance, and I feel like I haven't seen much of it. Do you think there's a reason why?
Boomer Bomb overall is new to the Leo character,
Okay.
and has been struggling a lot with using it. So I've noticed that
Okay.
kind of in general.
Okay.
Boomer Bomb is just uncomfortable with Leo back turn stance overall.
Okay. Is
But,
that his
yeah.
first character, or is he?
His first character is Kai, so they've been in
Okay.
the tournament a lot as a Kai player, and they've done
And it's
very
right now.
well.
He's going through a switch.
He wants to learn Leo for the bad matchups that Kai has.
Okay.
And they've been getting better with Leo week after week. They like
As I'm saying that, he gets a good combo in the corner, breaks
Yeah.
the wall.
gets the
Gotta make
Berserker
this
/2. Oh man, baits out the DP, waiting for that burst, doesn't come. Baits it out again, too far away.
Commentator's curse. God. I'm sorry,
I don't even know
Saul.
what
I
the
didn't
score
meant
is.
to,
The score is
like-
something. It's definitely not 1-0. It's definitely not 1-0. We're gonna assume that it's 1-1. I'm assuming it's 1-1 right now.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. How do you get in as like Leo in this situation? Do you just like wait up and try to just reaction on something, or do you
Leo
have
has
any
a lot of
tools
ways to
actually
get in. So overall, like Leo's a good way to get in as Leo is actually his fireball. His fireball.
Even on Soul?
Yo, yeah, because it's multi-hitting, right? So
Yeah.
like you just kind of call out the fact that Soul's trying to throw out his own gun flame, and you throw out your fireball. Like that's a free in. If he doesn't throw out a fireball and he's not already like jumping at you because he predicted a fireball, that's also a free in, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
like I feel like Leo's fireball is super good. Not only in this matchup, just overall, this is a fireball.
Gonna get the wall break, and right now I think like Boomer Bob just got like a level up. He's going at it right now.
Oh yeah, going in.
I feel like I just blink and there's like one life each.
That's the thing about Strive. Strive is such a
It
high
goes
damage
so
game.
fast.
It's such a high damage game. Oh man, that wild! I love wild. Overall, my opinion on Strive, in order to make Soul a complete character, right, is they need to give him Sidewinder. Right? They
What do
need
you
to
mean by
make it so that Sidewinder combos are unoptimal. Right? I don't want them to give him more damage range. Make Sidewinder combos unoptimal. But oh my god, give him fucking Sidewinder. Give him clean hit Sidewinders. It will be so much fun. I will have a blast doing those combos.
I feel like everybody would. And ooh, that was a nice reverse.
Oh yeah, the wake up throw into the RC. Good RC timing overall. I want to say he
so
might have
that
reacted to the
was-
fact that the throw happened. He might have just been doing it just in case, because that's a similar timing as to the throw whipping and needing an RC.
Oh, this is complete tangent. I've learned recently, like a little bit of lore about Leo, about like why he actually does his backward stance, and I never knew, because like I really don't care about the lore usually,
Sure.
and it's like
Oh
because
my
he
god,
kinda-
double wild
wow,
throw!
the double throws.
Freaking
Jeez.
throw into that ground.
No respect. Just going at it. So yeah, I heard that like Leo actually just kind of wants to die, and that's why he just opens up his back to people. Is like he just want to find a way to die, and
I see.
this is like this wall break is gonna end it. Yep,
Oh yeah, that's hella dead.
that's gonna be it.
That was hella dead. Like, I mean, Leo's backturn stance is really good.
It is. It is.
It's really
And I
good.
feel like the pressure
Ow.
you can pull out of it is insane.
Because you go
Um,
from low to overhead, and it's like, I actually don't know what Leo's backturn stance overhead frame data is. You happen to know?
I don't like I don't, but like I thought it
It's
was just
faster
overall
than dust,
better.
right? It's faster than dust. It's gotta
I
be
can't
faster than
say.
dust. I hope it is. I really hope it is. Because dust is 20 frames. It's a whole third second. Like, it's so slow. I
feel
know
like
a lot.
this-
I know a lot of people say like, "Oh my god, dust is so fast." Like, a third of a second. It's so slow.
Yeah, like I was just about to say, like how far have we come that like people are getting so good at fighting games in general that we're like a third of a second? Wow, that's slow. Like
It
it's-
is. So if we talk about a third per second, 20 frames, right? That's the fastest, let alone charge dust, which is 24 frames, right?
Yeah.
Fast dust is 20 frames, right? In Street Fighter 5, baby confirms. The easy confirms are 17 frame windows. Harder confirms are 14 frame windows. People are saying on PC with 360 Hz monitors that they're able to consistently do 12 to 11 frame hit confirm, like frame window hit confirms, right?
That's insane.
Which is insane. Now, take on top of the fact that Street Fighter 5 has 3 to 4 frames of input lag versus Strive's like 1 to 2, right? So that means that you should realistically be able to react to like 11, 12 frame moves in Strive, and then 20 frame dust. You should block that every time. Every time. No excuse.
That's insane. Like, at this point, you just like, you gotta think about when you're gonna blink, because like some people can just like get you up of that and just combo you to death.
So that's the thing. So I do understand why people get hit by dust and stuff. And and like Axel's command grab, which is like 20 something frames. I do understand it because you're not like really looking for it. And as people continue to play the game, as we continue to get more used to these options, we'll see a lot more, punished command grabs, a lot more punished dusts. Because frankly, they'll just get used to it. Like you're just not looking for it now, and you will be in the future. And once you get used to it, you'll backdash, you'll punish, it'll be great. And I look forward to that day.
I feel like at some point it's just gonna reverse. You see, like, I see this in Melee all the time. Things that don't work on scrubs works on pros sometimes, and you don't get why. And it's at some point it's just people put so much pressure. Your brain is in overload like all the time because like you're stuck in the corner and you get hit.
So I agree.
It just comes out of nowhere and you're like, this is not optimal. And I was thinking about optimal play.
I agree with you. I don't want to like downplay what you just said, right?
Yeah.
Because there are
destroy me.
So like I can get into a story about like unoptimal play that I personally do in Street Fighter 5 that works and I think it's hilarious versus like Guilty Gear's dust. So like when I say I expect people to block dust a lot more often, even the fast dusts, the main difference is you can have a subroutine in your brain that looks for orange glows because dusts have that orange glow. And once you see that, it's obvious what to do, as opposed to hiding moves, weird animations.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different, right?
Yeah, I see that. And you just, instinctively, like, press this button.
You instantly just block.
I feel like we just got into the game, and he just got perfect.
Yeah, Guado is just like, no, you don't get to play this game. This is Soul's game right now.
The commentators are not ready. I don't care. I'm here to do my business. I'm gonna win this whole thing. I don't care. Let's go into it. Like, he is going straight at it, and corner pressure already. As not a new player, compared. As a new player, what in this situation, I feel like there was a lot of hit in the corner that actually passed through, and there was no moment at which Gold Lewis was actually knocked on the wall and given a chance to wall break. Is there a system like that explains that?
The general system of Guilty Gear's wall break is that you imagine the wall break as a stun meter.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, the wall damage is overall a stun meter, and you take essentially half stun or half wall break damage when you're not next to the wall. So what happened was there was a lot of stray hits outside of the wall range.
Okay.
It's generally what happened there. And Guado really needed to FD that because he had no life to give. Gold Lewis does so much chip.
Jeez. And
And
Strive is
stun in Strive goes down really fast.
yeah.
So if you're not doing a full ass combo like Guado just did right there, like the wall damage will reset very quickly.
I feel like Strive as a the game system of Strive benefits Gold Lewis a bit, rewarding like stray hits, right? Like reducing damage from combos and just like allowing full damage on stray hits.
Almost every game has that though. Almost every game has combo damage reduction. That's gonna get blocked.
What actually, like, why did he do that there?
Why
feel-
did he do
did-
what?
Super,
So what happened there was, so he went for a reversal super just like he did there, because that's Gold Lewis's only reversal, right? So Gold
Yeah.
Lewis overall as a character has a lack of defensive options because they have no fast buttons. Like Soul
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
one of the
Everything's
two
slow.
characters in the game that has framer. Alright, Gold Lewis doesn't have that. They have no invincible reversal like Soul does in terms of the VP. The only invincible reversal that they do have is the overdrive, right? And Guado called both of them out. Not necessarily that it was a bad decision by Revillo in terms of like it was Guado knew what was coming.
So, do I understand from that that the reversal is not safe as a reversal, which is kind of
Most reversals aren't safe, right? So, unlike plus R, right? So, in older fighting games, you'll have invincible reversals that are plus on or safe on block. Whereas in Guilty Gear as well as other modern fighting games, they typically make them so that reversals are punishable.
Okay. Yeah, punishable. Yeah, but I feel like maybe it's just the spot where he did it because I feel like there was a lot of time to react to that and everything. So
No, once the animation happens, typically
Yeah,
there's
it
no
was
time
like-
to react to that, right? So typically what happens is, so that reversal is X number of frames. Normally if someone's trying to put pressure on you, they'll already press the button. So
Yeah,
they're in
they're
the
in animation,
middle of
yeah.
an animation by the time Revillo has done his overdrive. But in that
one
situation, Guado hadn't pressed the button yet. They're just charging forward. So they have enough time to like, oh, you did a reversal, I'm just going to block that. Because they're not already
This-
in the middle of the move.
This, if I'm not mistaken, is the third perfect that Guado got.
Guado, like, overall, I would say Soul versus Gold Lewis is hard on Gold Lewis. Soul has a lot of tools. They have a lot of pressure going on. Gold Lewis doesn't have good
And I think we
answers
can
for
see
that.
it right there. Another wall break and just living with a sliver of hell, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
Oh,
and
the
it's
whiff
not.
punish. Yeah,
Brutal
so
win.
yeah, a lot of whiff punish opportunities that Soul has over Gold Lewis, so it's really rough. His 6S is so hard to deal with. Soul can Night Raid Vortex under both the Gatling gun and the drone summon.
Really?
Just Night Raid, like kind of like on reaction, just Night Raid Vortex under both of those. It eliminates a lot of his long range options that he uses in a lot of matchups. So I think it's pretty rough for both of us. But Guado's gonna take that. They're gonna go up against Meatman.
Was that we were on winners, right?
We are on losers semifinals right there.
That was losers, so he's out.
You think it's a 5-5 matchup, Revillo? All right, interesting. You're just playing badly. I respect that. I definitely don't play the game enough to have good say. I feel like I played Street Fighter enough to really be able to commentate on things like that, but I'm gonna defer to you guys on
So
what matchups are.
I'm gonna bounce on that. What would be a good matchup for Gold Lewis? I feel like there's so many characters that have this kind of pressure, that have
So
this
apparently
speed.
Gold Lewis bodies the shit out of Zato.
Okay.
And the main evidence for that is Red Bull Kumatai when or Gold Lewis bodies shit out of Ino. So Red Bull Kumatai, the Japanese player, switched from Zato to Gold Lewis against Diaphone, who was just sending a message with their Ino, and this Japanese player just fucking wrecked the shit out of him, was trolling the shit out of Diaphone. Was just destroying the whole way through. That was a fantastic 2D on the Bandit Bringer.
That was was that a read? Do you have the time to react to that?
Oh, you definitely have the time to react to that, right? So I think that was an intentional anti-air out of Meat Man. So, like, I'm super impressed because that's the first time I've seen 2D as an anti-air against Bandit Bringer.
Yeah,
like,
same. Like that's why I ask. It's like the spacing was perfect on that.
Oh yeah, so like fantastic stuff out of Meat Man. Oh, Clash on the DP. Meat Man gonna go right into the overdrive, lock out the burst. I like it. I like it a lot.
That was really creative.
All right, nice DP. Has that upper body invincibility. Takes out the 5S out of Guado.
Like, now that Odio is not in the game, I must say, like, I love what I saw from Meatman, and I might be a fan from now on.
Okay.
Like, if if he brings this kind of creativity to Giovanna, like, that's a player I can get behind. And what I see from that, like, right now is really, like,
I
really
love
cool.
that PRC backwards with punishing the 5K. Very unfortunate for Meat Man there. The overdrive getting beat out by the gun flame. Catches the backdash. Is enough to kill because they have the Arcia behind it.
Nice call.
Reveal, you're gonna have to tell us who Gold Lewis loses to though, because they have 4 of the 5 characters, but the only one that I can think of is I don't even want to say Axel anymore because people have been doing some really good work at challenging Axel's buttons with Behemoth Tycoons. Guado is so fucking dead right now, bro.
Yeah. I was about to say I didn't want to stop your drive.
Now, maybe I'm really bringing it back. You know, I thought Guado was having it in the bag. He looks so strong for so long. Doesn't quite get the combo. Meat Man able to dash on out of the corner.
Like right now, Guado last game like brought out so much speed, and I feel like he's meeting his match in like Meat Man's, and I feel like both are just checking their knowledge to each other. Like they're not throwing out move, but like right now they're respecting so much what the other can do, and it's just like finding this little opening and doing as much as you can out of it.
Bro, not gonna spend the burst. Something I really
Not
respect
gonna
out of
finish, bro.
Guado overall, even though it didn't work for him either time, is on Wake Up, he'll do heavy DP instead of slash DP to really send the message home. Oh my god, he made that comeback.
Wow.
I was talking like, I'm like, yeah, Meat Man's gonna find their opening and just get that slight hit in, but no.
Yeah.
Guado fucking did it.
I feel like Guado is like almost listening, and like when we're talking bad about him, he's just like bringing it up every time. sorry if I'm not saying anything. I'm kind of.
Then sometimes you get caught up. You're just like
Yeah, I'm
as
getting
a
caught up. Like,
fan
this is
in the
nice
of the
gameplay.
game. You just want to watch it. You know, you just want.
Yeah. Like this is so tied up right now.
I really want to see some anti-airs out of Guado though, in terms of the flip kicks. Out of Meat Man. Like they're some block, but they're very anti-airable. Soul's got that nice nice fast 5K.
Yeah, and you gotta
4
have
frames
that
on
ready
it as
against.
an anti-air.
You gotta have that prepared against Giovanna. You know she's gonna like be in the air for like a good chunk of the match. So
A lot of fuck you energy out of both players in that exchange right there.
nice grab. Gonna reset this. Still doable. We saw it.
Grade. Blocking
This one is gonna do it.
The backdash gets caught. What's it gonna be? Oh, gets it with the
Guado bringing
low.
it back. The
Spend-
combo, the wall break.
Right, no wake up overdrive. Guado's gotta be careful. Oh, Cactus doesn't get the pickup though. Cactus
Oh my God.
Guado once
Wow,
again
he's
making
brought
that
it
comeback.
back.
Guado, what the fuck?
Holy
You're not
shit.
supposed to have won either of those rounds. Either of them. They're supposed to be straight up Meat Man all over the place.
Guado's just like, here man, hold the L.
And that's really
Wow.
the power of Soul, is the sheer amount of pressure and damage he can put on up close. It's just
Yeah, but at this point, I feel like from Guado is just like having the mental fortitude to
That was
still
a
stay
hero
in the
work.
game. Like from
he's
2
feeling
games
himself a
ago.
little bit too much. He hero bursted the shit out of that. He had 10% life. He's like, nah. We're gonna win this
I
round.
did it twice.
Swear.
Yeah, I did it twice. I can do it 3rd time. No, bro. Like,
Sometimes you gotta let a round go. Alright, nice throw. Guado
Nice
really putting on this round. Gets the dust, gonna
Oh.
send him through that wall.
it's going to be perfect. No, okay.
No. Nice backdash on the throw. Gonna
Okay.
get him, Guado.
Is that actually true?
What is true?
God, I don't like. I can't remember the names for the attack. This like the lower punch that actually like kind of brings him forward. I'll tell when I see it again.
Alright.
I feel like Soul just like did it twice, and I was like, is this like really dumb? And you can just like punch people.
Soul's far slash can really punch people, but it gets low profiled by
This.
all characters. Alright,
Like you
so
tried to do it again right now.
this, but I don't know.
Not the. Sorry, I'm just gonna try to spot it. I feel like that's what he was trying to do. Right? That, the move that he just like the punch. that
slash?
just like, yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, so that can get low profiled by most characters' 6Ps. It's a very
like,
strong move. Don't get me wrong.
Because like not last stock, but like the other one before, he just like linked 2 of those back to back, and I was like, is that
on
actually
counter
true?
hit, that's yeah, you can link 2 of them back to back.
Okay. I was like, that's just dumb. But on counter, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, on counter hit. Otherwise, you just go into heavy slash. Like you say that it's dumb, but I mean, like it's very reactable to see that you hit slash and go into heavy slash.
No, I meant like if it's true on just normal hit, that would just be stupid.
Overall, it's +2. It's a 10-frame move, so there's like an 8-frame or 7-frame gap between the moves. Not the biggest deal.
Yeah.
Right now, Meat Man. Okay,
Is this-
I see
oh, yeah,
Meat
okay.
Man. Coming out on top, I see you.
This is right now. It's Meatman's game to lose, right?
Yes.
It's no wait.
Yeah,
He's
gonna
the
send
one
him
who's
through that wall, gonna done a ton of damage, has Oki afterwards. is Meatman's game to lose. Gets him on the other side. Burst gonna be coming. Super late burst. I respect it. Meatman wasn't expecting it. Has corner pressure. Finds the counter hit. That's a big counter hit, but then he messes up the combo.
Yeah, Meatman just saying like, boy, you did it too many times on me. You're not gonna survive it. And
no,
another time on
Guado
10%.
straight up just dropped the combo. You're supposed to get 2 hits on that 5k instead of just the 1. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. Like, you had it. You're gonna get extra Oki after that. 2 up against the wall. My God, I was so ready for Guado to make that comeback.
So, who was your favorite going into this tournament?
Overall, I would say Audio. Audio is, I think, the highest, the best player of the people who joined tonight.
All right.
The 3 people that I would say going into it, I would say had a chance at winning would be Audio, Guado, and Boomer Bob. Those would be my top 3. But right now, it's gonna be Meatman versus Meatman versus Audio.
In winners, right? No.
In grand finals. So we're going to grand final. We got Audio versus Meatman.
I gotta pull the brackets. Where can I find the bracket?
If you go into you're in the Discord, so if you go into the Guilty Gear Scribe channel, you do ! brackets, like I'm doing now.
All right.
It's an evergreen bracket. It'll always be that link. So we update the tournament to be that link every week. So that way you don't have to go searching for it. It's always the same thing. Next week we're going to be doing a beginner only tournament. So it's everyone who hasn't been in Celestial and everyone who is lower than a 1600 elo rating in the that one website. What's it called? Ratingupdate.info. Which is approximately a Celestial rating. 1600 is approximately that. So we're kind of just saying, hey, get into Celestial if you're capable of getting into there. We don't want you in our tournament. We want people who are kind of intimidated by better players to be able to have a chance to play, and that's going to be happening next week. It's going to be like a one-time only thing unless enough people join to convince me to run both tournaments concurrently, right? Sure. So the more people you can get to join, the better, right? If you want if you want that to continue, get people to sign up.
And it's a really great experience. If you're a noob and you're scared of going O2, like, there's gonna be other noobs. And they might go O2 instead of you.
Yeah, no, don't be afraid of going O2. I've gone 0-2.
Yeah, that's the start.
It happens, right? It happens, and that's okay.
And like most of the time, you only have like 1 or 2 friends to play with, and you only see the same 2 characters all the time. And you're gonna go in tournament, and you're gonna see different things. And it's such a good opportunity to just learn.
We have a lot of fun here, so don't mean to. Everyone's so friendly. Like, everyone's just so happy just to have people to play with. Speaking of being happy, Audio Ambition is happy with their corner pressure. Sanded Meatman through the corner. Yeah, actually, it's almost like exactly 25% of the field goes 0-2. Something about math or whatever. Great burst bait out of Audio Ambition, though. You know, obvious burst is obvious. Beatman was about to lose the game. They had burst on the table, and Audio's just like, yeah, I don't think that you're gonna think about this enough. It's exactly 25% if there's, what's math? You're here to play fighting games? You should know math if you're trying to play fighting games, Rabillo.
Yeah.
Math is a part. Risk mitigation, like understanding risk percentages and all that stuff. You should know this. Don't just go off of your gut. Expand the game. Audio Ambition went 0-2 at his weekly 3 weeks ago at his local. Yeah, Audio Ambition, who's in winner's side of grand finals, who is making quick work of Beatman right now, went 0-2.
Wait. You went 0-2. What's going on there? There must be more information.
Sometimes it happens, right? It happens with like random seeds. So the example in terms of everyone goes 0-2 for my
Two
thing.
upsets? Wow.
Two upsets? That's actually kind of funny. That's actually kind of funny. The example that I was gonna give was so I in loser's bracket defeated somebody, so that person went 0-2. So I, being a person, this was in Street Fighter V. I at that point in time have won the tournament before. I lost to the person who went second in the tournament that we played in, right? And the person that I played against in loser's bracket lost to the person who won the tournament, right? So that person who lost against the first place finisher played against the person who lost against the second place finisher, right? 0-2 happens. Like, that's there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's just that's just the bracket. It happens.
I'm gonna since you've played you've played a lot of Street Fighter, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. How much? I feel the way I see Melee, since it's a game where you gotta know the frames, but it's it can be back burner information. We think of the game a lot in terms of tempo and in terms of beats, and can you actually pull this off? And the way your momentum is
that was the whole set,
really tempo based.
Was
that was the entire set?
I think that was the whole ass set.
No way.
Fucking Audio Ambition just fucking destroyed me, man. So Street Fighter is a little bit more knowledge. So especially to get in terms of the higher levels, so I would say every fighting game is very tempo based. Melee and Smash in particular is more tempo based, since there's not clear interactions of what's going on.
Yeah.
Because you have so many things that change the frame data between jump frames and whatnot, and landing frames and dash things. Whereas Street Fighter is much more grounded. It's once somebody presses the button and you block it or you get hit, the frame data is the frame data, right? There's not a lot going around that. You have a little bit of that. People get in air-to-airs and where your jump heights are versus each other. You get a little bit more the melee feel, but no.
Yeah.
Street Fighter is much more if you block or if you take a hit, the frame data is the frame data, and you should know it. Now, you don't need to know it ever. I want to say you don't need to know it ever. And the example I have of that is the winner of Frosty Faustings in 2019. In 2019, it was right before COVID, right? They were in loser's side of top 8, right? Loser's side of top 8. It's 2-2, right?
Yeah.
This guy, Mojo, 2 games up against Brian F, 2 games. Brian F does an EX dash punch, which is +1 on block. Right? Brian F is advantage. Mojo, playing Mika, has super meter. Brian F thinks I'm +1. Mojo might try and reversal super because he knows that I'm +1 and thinks that I'll press a button. Mojo command grabs him in the ultimate big brain play, going, Brian F is +1, he's advantage, he's gonna press a button, but no, I'm gonna command grab him because he's gonna wait for my super. Except that's not what happened at all. Mojo thought that EX dash rate was -1 on block, thinking that he was advantaged. He was just going to command grab him because he thought Brian F was going to block in a minus situation. To win the set in top 8 in a major tournament, Mojo won because he didn't know the frame data. So you don't actually need to know the frame data because it's frame data is a social construct. So it's not like super necessary, but you would definitely be a better player if you did know it. Hopefully that wasn't what a roller coaster of emotions. I know, right? Imagine me talking to Mojo like after the whole thing, like listening to the story. He's like, I thought it was -1. We're like trying to like get into it, like, what made you realize that you should command grab? He's like, I thought EXF straight was -1. Like, wow. You thought the command grab because you're an idiot? And you won? And he went on to win. He won the tournament. He won the tournament on that. I do think frame data is important to know when you are and aren't respecting your opponent's thing, right? So like assuming Mojo knew the frame data, that read is epic. It's so good. Like, it's such a good read, right? Because it's taking advantage of the fact that someone is in a tournament setting and is afraid and is doing the safe option. And I respect a lot of that. And I think that a lot of people need to do that. You need to evaluate your opponent's ranges and what they want to do and what they would do in these situations. And I think frame data is an integral part because you can't read the book if you can't understand the language, right? So, and frame data is that language. So I think you need to know that when you are disrespecting. You need to know when you are disrespecting your opponent.
Oh wait, is this back up? Can you hear me right?
I can hear you now.
Okay. I don't know why, like, you couldn't hear me anymore. Like, I was listening to your story through the stream because, like, it just muted for some reason.
Ah, okay. But I hear you again.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah. Like,
Okay.
I don't believe, like, how... I feel like you guys as the FGC community are just straight up into the matrix and see numbers everywhere.
So the reason for that is that our games are much more structured than Smash is. Smash is much more freeform. So I totally understand. Like, it blows my mind that you guys don't know the frame data, but I totally get it because like your Smash is much more spacing dependent than it is.
And it's just like the angles just mess everything up.
Yeah. And there's so many like there's so many moves that mess up the frame data in that.
Yeah,
like, you don't see those situations in more normal fighting games, but don't ever consider Smash not fighting game. Smash is a fighting game through and through. I know it's a reasonably controversial opinion that I hold. I was like, no, Smash is a fighting game. That's it.
I've got I think I've got a good question.
Okay.
What do you think would be the best way for like a brand new player of the FGC? Where should he start? And by that I mean what game? And like how can he start playing right now?
The answer to that is to play the fighting game that they want to play, right? So it doesn't matter what. So the biggest thing to make you good and enjoy fighting games is to play the fighting game that you like to play, because if you don't like playing it, then you're not going to play enough to actually get good.
Yeah.
Because as with any skill, fighting games is a skill that you need to develop, or you should not, like, if you want to develop, you have to play at least 3 times a week. Because that's with anything. So that was something like when I did like martial arts, it was they didn't let you sign up for less than 2 classes a week, because they're like, less than 2 classes a week, you're never gonna get any better. And they're like, to be honest, like, we don't want you signing up for 2 classes a week either, because you need to sign up for 3 classes a week in order to actually get better. But we recognize that sometimes life gets in the way and you can only do 2 classes a week, which is enough to like maintain your skill level.
Yeah.
So you have to play a lot. You have to enjoy playing. So like whatever fighting game you enjoy playing, that's the one for you. And on a subcategory of that, whatever character you like playing is the character for you. Like, screw everyone who says like, oh, play this character because they're beginner friendly. Doesn't matter. The beginner friendly character is the character you like playing. Whether it's because of the moveset, whether it's because the combos are super cool, whether it's because the character just looks super cool, it doesn't matter. Whatever gets you playing is the correct player, is the correct character. So people say like, so in terms of like easiest games to play, Street Fighter V is pretty easy to play. Strive is pretty easy to play. Modern fighting games in general are much easier to play than the older fighting games. So if you're looking to get better faster, like if you're looking for the lowest skill barrier, any modern fighting game, so whether it's Strive, Street Fighter, the newer Smashes, or like the newer King of Fighters, just any of the newer games. That'll
Have you gone back to like older games, like at some point?
Yeah, so I started my first real competitive fighting game was Street Fighter V. I've gone back to Guilty Gear Plus R. That's a super fun game. I've tried out Third Strike. That's pretty fun as well. I've gone back and played like Garo Mark of the Wolves when they got that rollback netcode update. That was pretty fun. Like, you can play them, and a lot of the skills transfer over. Where like, so like when I was playing Third Strike, I did reasonably well against people doing nothing other than Street Fighter V things, even though it's a completely different game and a completely different system. But like, I played footsies. I understood footsies, right? I understood whiff punishing. I just played that. And like, even though I couldn't do Street Fighter 3 things like parry, I can confirm in the Super, because, you know, it's confirming in the Super is the same in either game. It's just...
Yeah, you don't have to learn, like, again, how to do, like, quarter circle for the first time.
Exactly, exactly. So it's like...
You still have the muscle memory, and you're just like, oh, okay, I gotta rewire
my
brain to learn where to put
that
it.
exists in every game, right? It exists in every game. So it's like, I just do that. And it's like, man, Kevin, your footsies are so good. I'm like, thanks, I guess. I mash buttons sometimes. A lot of the skills transfer, so like, a lot of the older games are pretty fun. Don't be afraid. The biggest thing, though, in terms of any fighting game is don't be afraid to lose. Losing is normal. It's fine. Yeah. I lose a lot. Everyone loses a lot. I know it doesn't mean a lot when I say I lose a lot, but like, I feel like I'm pretty competitive at the games that I do play, and like, losing is fine. Everyone loses, and that's okay. Be okay with like how you are as a player. Everyone starts somewhere, and
there's
do that. Just do that.
There's this like strange mentality when, like, I don't know if it's in Melee part in particular, which is like, to get good, you gotta get your ass whooped by like people, and I mean not just like lose, but same thing as like getting perfected again.
I have a lot of thoughts on that. If I guess we're getting into the philosophy of like fighting games now, which we have been in the last like half an hour. I have a lot of thoughts. So I don't think that's good for newer players to just get their ass whooped over and over again. It's very demoralizing, and I know,
Yeah.
that a lot of OG fighting game players really respect that and think that's the way to go because that's how they survived
Yeah.
in the FG, in the fighting game community, is that they show up to these arcades and they're the ones that got their ass whooped for like 5 years straight and until they finally like got good. And since that's how they got good, they expect everyone else to get good in the same way. And I disagree with that. I think people should play others that are closer to their skill level because it's not fun to get your ass whooped. And frankly, fighting games are supposed to be fun, right? And like, how can you expect people to like want to play something if it's not fun? Like who honestly gets as fun just getting their ass whooped over and over again?
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Like some people, sure, but like they're the minority, and you shouldn't like just be like, nah, sorry, this game is only for people who like getting their ass whooped for 5 hours straight.
Yeah.
Not
Like
no.
we recently got like you probably heard of like Melee is still alive right now just because of Slippy, because through the COVID era it's just
That's because Slipping introduced rollback netcode, and rollback netcode
Yeah,
is
of
the
course.
best. It is the
yeah,
best.
and for the longest time Sleepy didn't have any ranking system, and it still kind of does not. And at some point the creator just said, okay, I'm gonna do a MMR, I'm gonna do an ELO system, which is gonna be hidden, and you're not gonna see the number go up or down, but it's just gonna be soft, so like good
Yeah.
players are gonna fight good players.
Which
and
is the way to
it was
go.
a shitstorm on Twitter.
Oh,
People
fuck
were
them.
so mad because it's like, what do you mean I cannot go like force stock somebody in 3 seconds for my stream? And that was mind-boggling to me, the fact
Because
that
people want to dunk on noobs.
yeah,
wanna dunk on
they
it.
just want to do
They
sick
do.
combos and they don't care.
So that's a beef that I have with OG fighting game players in general. Is OG fighting game players, in my opinion, love knowledge checks. They love knowledge
Yeah.
checks. They want to be like, oh man, you don't know about this? Well, you fucking lose. Right?
Yeah.
And it makes them feel good, and I understand why it makes people feel good, but I think they're bad for the game. Right?
Yeah,
'Cause I think
it values their time they invested, but at the same time, it's like a barrier of entry that is unfun for a lot of people.
Right. Exactly. And that's what it gets to. It's unfun. It's unfun to get knowledge checked.
Yeah.
Right. Now it's going to exist to some extent, right? Where it's like, oh, you don't know how to anti-air? Well, that's kind of a knowledge check, right? How to anti-air, but it's not like a knowledge check. It's more of like a skill
just
check.
you don't know the mechanics of the game.
Right.
That's just
versus something where it's like, oh man, you don't know that this mix-up teleports behind you and is actually you have to actually block the other way. Well, it sucks to be you, kind of thing, right? Like, or in my opinion, since like I really didn't like Street Fighter 4 for its knowledge checks, where it's like, oh, you don't know what the option selects are. Well, you think that you're just guessing wrong every time, but actually it's an option select that covers every single guess that you're doing. So you're just gonna lose every time.
wow.
Unfun.
Unfun. Yeah, I see it.
Unfun.
While we were on the subject of like fighting game in general and
Sure.
philosophy and everything, where do you think fighting games grow from here?
Where I
In the
think fighting
sense
games grow.
of, I
So-
feel like there's a lot of samey, like a game comes out with a new iteration, it's better graphics, it's more different characters, but in the general sense, it feels the same to a viewer. Do you think there's
No, I don't think it feels the same to a viewer. I think Strive and Street Fighter High did a really good job of making fighting games better for the viewer experience. Street Fighter 5, in terms of slowing, like they really slowed their gameplay down, but they made some like, exciting things. I really like the crush counter
Compared
system.
to the 4, you mean?
And compared to 4, right?
Okay.
They made obviously exciting things happen. They made it so that it's not they made it so what's happening is more obvious what's happening. Same with Strive, the counter, like the big counter, freeze frame, exciting moments, like, oh man, that just happened. I think that's really good. I think they've done a great job of improving the viewer experience between older fighting games and newer fighting games. I think they did a great job, especially like Dragon Ball Fighters, especially with Strive, in terms of making gameplay mechanics more easily accessible between auto combos in Dragon Ball Fighters and the kind of simplified combo system of Strive. Like, I think it's really good. I think making your game accessible to not bad players, like I say bad, but I don't mean that in like a negative way, right? I'm not like, oh man, they're bad players. And it's like casual players. Your game should be fun for casual players, and fighting games are really starting to recognize that they need to be fun towards casual players, because frankly 90% of your player base is going to be casual players, if not more. I think that they need to make much more engaging and fun single player content if they want to become mainstream. I think fighting games focus too much on the competitive aspect, and I think that's a mistake, because frankly, most people aren't competitive. And if they want to grow as a genre, they need to cater to the casuals.
So what do you think about the way Guilty Gear handled it with basically episodes?
I think Guilty Gear handled it horribly. It takes way too long to open up the game. They have like no single player content at all. They have like the single player story mode, which is the movie, which is fine, but there's like no single player content. There's no, like there's like a little bit of like arcade mode where you fight like the various characters, but like I really do think that they need to focus on a way
actual
for people gameplay that's fun, engaging, something that's people can try and get better at and win at in terms of single player content that's like that gets them invested in that. And like that's where the real player base is at.
Yeah.
An example
like arcade mode and stuff would be good.
Yeah, it would be good. It would be really good. An example of that is if you look at like any YouTube channel, right? And you look at like any YouTube channel that talks about gameplay, trying to teach you combos, trying to teach you neutral or any of that stuff, they get thousands of views. You look up some random ass guy saying like, I beat, so-and-so game on hard mode. It's got like 1 million views, straight up. Like, I'm trying to remember. It's like, the one I'm thinking of is like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, like hard mode.
Yeah, like if you can get, I feel like people are invested into narrative, and I feel that that's why the FGC is like so great right now. It's the fact that they can make their own narrative. But for newer player who do not know the FGC, who do not watch EVO or watch tournaments or go to locals, I feel like the point you strike is like really important, and like getting the first foot through that door is so hard, so hard. And it's sad to see sometimes that games that actually figured it out just reverted. Like, and I go back to my Smash Ultimate is the saddest single player experience you can ever
but
play.
Like, so one thing that I think made Smash so good is 4-player mode, right? The fun party, you got everyone going on, you have items going on, the stages are wacky, things are happening. Yeah. That's what, like, that to me is what made Smash so much fun, right? The 1v1 competitive aspect, sure, that's fun, that's great. But just like...
So we just need items in Street Fighter.
Yeah, there needs to be a party mode. There needs to be a mode that's not 1v1 fighting, right? Because 1v1 fighting is hard and it sucks. Like you lose and you feel bad 'cause you just lost.
Honestly,
needs to
like
be
Street
more.
Fighter, Street Fighter with items, I surely whip that shit out every
Team
party.
mode doesn't count Axio because it's just a series of 1v1 fights and it's offline
Yeah.
only. It needs stuff like the Alpha series, what's it called? Like the tag team boss, like when you and your buddy fight the super buffed AI in the Alpha series, they need shit like that. Because that's fun. Like they need events where it's like, hey, all right, we're going to do this thing, right? So Street Fighter 5 was like, all right, this is the versus Bison event where you're going to join a lobby. It's going to be 5 battles. It's going to be 5 players all fighting this super powered AI Bison, right? And if the community as a whole gets 1,000 wins by the end of the week, or like 10,000 wins by the end of the week, everyone who participated gets like some shiny badge, like some title or whatever. That's gonna get fucking everyone in there because that's gonna be fun because you're gonna group up with your friends. Like either you get random strangers or you get your group of friends. You're gonna fight it, and you don't have to be good to do it because the AI is just gonna be doing whatever the hell it wants and gonna be hitting all of you. Right? But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. They'll have like items drop down where like you're like, oh, it's the healing item. Like, go, Timmy, go grab that healing item. You're at the lowest health, right? It's like do crap like that where like it has no competitive thing, but you know what? It's fun. It's fun to do,
Yeah, that actually sounds really cool.
right?
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
So
Where do we go
that's
from
my
there?
thought on that. But that's
Yeah.
enough of that. Thank you
Yeah,
very
yeah.
much for joining us tonight. It was great to have you as commentary. I'm gonna give you the commentator role because normally we ask for commentators. Or whatever. We ask for commentators every week. So if you ever want to come into that, just let me know. We can get you
Sure.
on. Next week.
That was a blast.
Oh yeah, it was very fun. Next week we're gonna do the beginner only tournament, so sign up for that. I'm gonna update it so it'll be the normal thing. If enough people join, we're gonna do it. We're gonna start doing it every week. It's only if enough people like that. That's kind of thing. It's like if I run 2 tournaments at the same time, a normal tournament and a beginner tournament, I'm going to need enough TO support. And the only way TO support is going to happen is if there's like 40 plus people playing in the tournaments, right? So get your friends to sign up if you want the beginner tournament to happen every week. Other than that, keep joining in the normal tournament because the normal tournament's super fun and we want you here. And even though it's not a beginner tournament, like if enough beginners show up, it effectively becomes one. So you know, do it. With that, do you wanna shout out anything before we sign off?
I'm just gonna shout out the Quebec scene that actually kind of came in numbers today.
Very cool.
Most of the people I knew from this tournament were from Quebec, and I know that they're fighting really hard to like keep their scene and their locals going. And it's not a big place, so it can get hard at some point. And it's really cool to see them like go out their way to participate in tournaments and perform. And shout out to Audio, who actually won this thing, right? So, I didn't
Yeah. Audio
He's the
wants
one.
tonight.
Yeah. So like
Alright, he is
props.
Canadian.
Me?
Audio isn't Audio Canadian? Someone's
Yeah,
Canadian.
he's from Quebec. He's from Quebec. So
Canadians.
yeah, I know we're the worst. So yeah.
Alright, very cool. If you are new to fighting games, check out the new Challenger Discord. I cannot recommend enough, regardless of what fighting game that you're trying to get into. They have people who are very willing to teach you the basics of all of them. even if you're not looking for exactly the basics, they have very good players there. I know I went to New Challenger when I was prepping for tournaments and looking for specific matchup knowledge, so check them out. They're just a fantastic place to learn how to play fighting games. With that, check out the Street Fighter V tournaments that I have on Monday. Otherwise, I'll see you next week for some more Guilty Gear. Have a good night, everyone, and peace.